Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We begin in Poland this half hour, where a top court has ruled that some EU laws are out of step with the country's constitution. The decision is expected to further impact the country's already troubled relationship with the bloc. Poland, which is an EU member, has been at odds with the EU over several issues, including gay rights and the eroding of democratic norms. Joining us now is our correspondent in Poland, Gulliver Craig. Gulliver, the EU court has already ruled that the bloc's laws take precedence over Poland's laws. So what does this say about Poland's future with the EU?
It's not just the EU court that has ruled that. That's what the founding treaties of the European Union say, very clearly written black and white, and the Polish Constitutional Tribunal has just challenged that. So it depends a bit in terms of the bloc's future relations with Poland on how the European Union reacts to this new ruling. But the European Union pretty much has to react to this and react strongly, because the Constitutional Tribunal, which I remind you is fully under the control of Poland's ruling party, has really laid down the gauntlet to Brussels with this decision. They're saying EU law does not take precedence over Polish law just after 5 years of conflict over Poland's judicial reforms, which are deemed by the European Commission and numerous experts to undermine the independence of the judiciary and therefore be incompatible with EU law, a process which actually started with the takeover of the Constitutional Tribunal by the ruling party in early 2016. So after various rulings from the European Court of Justice, innumerable warnings from EU politicians that Poland was in violation of EU standards with these changes, Poland suddenly now turns around and says, well, actually, your rules don't apply to us. Our rules take precedence. Except, as I said, they don't, according to the European Union's founding treaties. So this does seem to be a blatant and deliberate violation of those treaties. And the European Commission has already this evening issued a statement saying it's very worried by this ruling and will respond. And it does have some pretty hefty tools at its disposal. First and foremost, continuing to withhold the 36 billion euros that Poland is supposed to be getting as part of the post-COVID recovery package for the European economy. It so far hasn't touched a cent of that money. And certainly critics of the government here in Poland are hoping that that money will continue to be withheld and that maybe other forms of tough action from Brussels, because they're saying that if this ruling is allowed to pass, it is a major first step towards what they call Polexit, Poland leaving the bloc.
Gulliver, what about public opinion in Poland? How are people feeling about Poland's future within the EU?
Well, surveys say that 80% of Poles or more absolutely want their country to stay in the European Union. And a clear majority actually say that they want more, not less, control over Polish affairs from the European Commission to rein in the government's authoritarianism. So that actually includes a significant number of government supporters. That's the paradox, really, that people continue in large numbers, if not a majority of Poles, to support this government that's got a pretty anti-European slant in the policies it's taking whilst supporting membership of the European Union. But the thing is that the government continues to tell its electorate that Poland can actually have its cake and eat it, i.e. have all the benefits of EU membership without abiding by the bloc's rules. The opposition in Poland is hoping that Brussels, after this ruling, will really take steps to show Warsaw that that's not the case.
Okay, Gulliver Craig in Eastern Poland. Gulliver, thanks so much.